Good morning and welcome to Sorrento. So Scotty and I have officially made it to Sorrento. Yesterday we ended up driving down from the Tuscan countryside. I'm just trying to backtrack of all of the different places that we have been. So far, if you are just checking in for the first time to my channel, welcome. My name's Amanda. I love to cover style, lifestyle, and travel when I can. And we are basically enjoying our honeymoon here in Italy. We have been to Venice and then down to Florence. And then we went out to just around 30 minutes outside of a town called Pienza in the Tuscan countryside, and now we are down south here in Sorrento. We have 2 days here, basically our yesterday getting here. And then today's our full day, and then we leave this hotel tomorrow. Thankfully, a very, very short commute tomorrow. Yesterday, we traveled 4.5 hours to get down here by car. Rental car, it was really nice and easy, and it was honestly nice to kind of see just the different sights that you'll see if you're in a car versus the train. We also got to make stops and all of those fun things. But tomorrow we are heading about 5-minute drive over to Positano. So yeah, we are just basically enjoying the south of the boot here in Italy for the last bit of our trip. And then we head up to Rome to depart. But Sorrento is basically known as basically the gateway to Amalfi. So if you're not sure about the geography of Italy, I'll put a map right here. We are down south, so it's nice and warm right now. It is October, so if you're curious about traveling in October, you still get those warm days for sure in the 20s to mid 20s degrees Celsius. I'll put Fahrenheit as well on the screen. I don't know that off by heart because I am Canadian. And yeah, it's been quite nice, and both of us have packed basically all of our luggage for this weather versus the weather that we have been experiencing. So we are very excited. Now you can maybe hear it in my voice. I am a little bit sick, and while I am telling you all of this, I'm just showing you images of our hotel so far, of the views so far, because being sick on a trip, sometimes it's inevitable, but to be in a place like this, it's not so bad, because this is the point of the trip where we're taking more of a relaxing approach to our vacation, whereas before it was kind of go, 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 exploring the external cities, just really walking around the cities, whereas Sorrento is a small place. In this hotel, we're staying in the Grand Europa Hotel here in Sorrento, and they have access to a pool, to a dock, and because it is a sunny day, I think we're gonna take advantage of that. Now, quickly before I move on and we just enjoy our day, I also want to give a shout to the Hotel Mediterranean, and that is about I'd say it was a 5 to 10 minute taxi ride. Now taxis as well will start at around 8.5 to 9 euro hopping in, and then you're a pretty quick drive, but it was around 20 euro drive over to that hotel for dinner. We enjoyed dinner at the Sky Bar, and then we went to their Vesuvius restaurant after that. Sky Bar is incredible. If you are here during peak season, you will definitely get to enjoy those panoramic views. You'll be able to see Naples, you'll be able to see Sorrento, and the sun setting right there. It is absolutely breathtaking. And if you can tell too, a difference from the Tuscany vlog, there is a lot more going on in the city with honks and just different things like that outside of our window. So that dinner was amazing. Would highly recommend that restaurant, and if you have the budget, that hotel. It was just, we were like, can we stay here forever? This hotel we're staying in right now is a 4-star hotel, and the one that we enjoyed last night for dinner was a 5-star, and you could definitely see it. Now, this has been really amazing. We also headed downstairs for a continental breakfast this morning. The spread was pretty amazing. There was a omelet station, kind of all of those classic picky bits that you would have for a continental breakfast. But today, as I said, just relaxing. So I'm hoping that I can show you a ton of scenes from Sorrento, and then hopefully feeling a little bit better later that we can continue on with this vlog in Positano. And then we will just get on with our day. I can see the top of your head right here. So just quickly show you my outfit. I'm just wearing an H&M linen. These little earrings are from a bridal shop. I will link it down below. I believe it's called Amy George, but I can't fully remember because it was kind of an obscure ad that I fell into and fell in love. This necklace, I haven't worn it all this trip yet, but because now we are officially by the sea, it made so much sense. It's from Edge of Ember, and it's actually a locket, so you could put something inside. I'm surprised I haven't put a picture of our dog Rosie in yet. Linen top, Cezanne belt, little Aritzia skirt, and then some little sandals, but I might change into my Aloha sandals. We have just walked through the main square. As you can tell, really hustly and bustly. Scotty's the one who's always like guiding me to make sure I don't get hit by a car. But you're starting to see all the shops that are very different from Venice and Florence, where it's really inspired by like the ceramics, the different artwork like this. And then lemons everywhere as well, because if Amalfi is known for one thing, it is definitely the lemon. I'd say as well, if you're not looking for like the 5-star hotel rooftop restaurant, if you're just looking for a quick lunch or a quick dinner, this is the place to come because there are so many restaurants. What Scotty and I have found to be very helpful is Google reviews. Just go on, look up Google Map, type in restaurant, it'll show you all the restaurants and it'll just show you the reviews. And so far, I'd say it has not steered us wrong once.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty empty-handed. You like the fast life. You like to drive and get down and dirty. Act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel caught in a midnight. You got the best of me. You got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time?
Guys, I commandeered this hat. I feel like I'm gonna need it today. It's so cute. But I'm a bit backlit now. We have made our way down to the area that our hotel has. It's this beautiful dock. We are going to change into our swimsuit and just relax because we definitely haven't gotten a chance to do that. And then there's also access just up there to the swimming pool on property as well. But it will just be so relaxing. It's so calm, especially compared to just being in the square where it was a little bit of madness. But we're gonna grab our books, grab everything we need. And down here as well, you can also request food and drinks and things like that. They will just come down and get you what you need.
You can ride out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime.
Checked in with you since Sorrento. Sadly, got quite sick just with like a common cold. Still recovering, but you don't want to hear about that. We are now officially in Positano and we've checked into our hotel, Hotel Montmer, and it's so stunning so far. We haven't got a room yet, but I can't wait to show you. And right now we're going to, I believe it's called Casa de Bottega. Should be a great lunch because that's where they recommended at the hotel. They were just so kind. They just had so many recommendations for us for where to eat, whether it be dinner or whatever. And then after that, if you travel down through Positano, that's where you'll find the shopping area. So we're gonna check that out after. Officially, welcome to Positano. So this is a quick look at our hotel room. Again, if I'm sounding a little stuffy, I feel like Feel like we're getting through? I'll talk a couple of things about getting sick in Italy because, I mean, we're all travelers here, so if that happens to you, you may need a couple tips on that too. Unexpected tips coming your way. But this hotel is called Hotel Montmer. You can see it just right there on our little key card. And it is in an incredible location. So what we ended up doing was paying the extra fee to have a taxi take us from Sorrento door to door to our hotel here, Hotel Montmer in Positano. And basically the way that this part of Amalfi is formed is the top part's hotels, then you have the shops and the restaurants, and then down at the bottom you have the beaches. This is what our taxi driver told us. He was absolutely wonderful. Now you're definitely paying a premium to go from one location to the next. It costs about 140 euro, which is definitely a price to pay, but there are a couple of different ways to get from place to place. However, we're on such an abbreviated timeline, we're like, okay, let's bite the bullet and just pay to go. Now, hi Snoopy. Now, we just found that that worked the best for us, and it was really nice and simple having our luggage put in there. Now, just a key tip for you, on the meter, it's not going to cost that much, but they have to charge that much going from city to city because if you're in a taxi region, you actually can't drive people in a different region. So this also goes to show that if you're standing on the side of the street in Positano saying, excuse me, taxi, here, and you see an empty car, it actually may be a taxi service from a different city just going back to that city, and that's why they're not picking you up, because if they got pulled over, they would actually get a fine. Now, our hotel here is in an incredible location. We ended up going down for a quick lunch at this one place that I just showed you, and if you are anywhere near Oakville, Ontario, this is so niche, but it reminded us of Kerr Street Cafe, the Kerr Street Cafe of Positano. So if you're ever in Southern Ontario, in Oakville specifically, gotta go to Kerr Street Cafe or to that place that we just went to. Scotty just had a shower, a little intel. The showers here sound amazing. He's like, that's the best one yet that we've been to. And we have been to quite a few incredible hotels along our journey through Italy. Now, we have a reservation booked at an incredible dining location, and Scotty had to book that well in advance, so I'll give you all the information about that as well as we go. It should be an amazing sunset tonight, and that's going to happen. The transfer is going to happen at 7. Now, when you check into your hotels, specifically at a place like Positano, Amalfi, or along the way, it's very vertical, and for a lot of the places you could walk, but there are some opportunities depending on the hotel you book. Like if you do book this one, I'll put the link down below. We just booked through Expedia and it was really seamless, that they can actually book a transfer for you from that place. So they're actually going to come and get us at 7, reservations at 7:30. It kind of works out perfectly. So that's something we had no idea about that is really helpful along the way. Now, the one thing I'll say about being sick here in Italy that a couple of people have been even DMing me about is actually Europe's a great place to be sick. Their pharmacia is amazing and the pharmacists are amazing. If you're a little bit worried or you have certain conditions that you need to explain to a pharmacist here, that you're like, I'm just, the language barrier, it's just not getting across, I highly recommend using Google. Just go Google Translate, English to Italian, write out what you would want to tell them. And at least, even if it's not perfect translation, they're going to get a better idea of kind of what you're dealing with and your conditions. Now, currently it's October, and I gotta say, I am already starting to sweat. The sun is shining. It is so gorgeous. I definitely was wearing way too long of a sweater this morning, and so we were anxious to get into our hotel to change into something that was a little bit less for the temperature here. It's around 24, 25 degrees today. So even if you're coming in October, which is before COVID very much a lower period, but now post-COVID, the high season just continues here in Italy into September, into October. That's definitely what we learned from our taxi driver. He was like, yeah, just simply doesn't stop until November. So those are a couple things to consider. We are gonna explore a little bit more. So sorry I couldn't get you more from Sorrento, but I hope you enjoyed the main square. I was just down and out, had to have a full relaxing day. So we're on the mend. Tomorrow we have a full day here as well. We're gonna have an amazing dinner tonight. I think right now, Scotty and I are gonna go down the elevator. Actually, that's another incredible thing about this hotel. They have an elevator to get up, an elevator to get down to your room, because again, it is quite vertical. They have a restaurant here. They also have continental breakfast. And the staff have been really helpful and accommodating so far at every location, but I've really enjoyed how they've kind of given us a map, told us where to go. The reason why we found that brunch spot, that lunch spot, was because they recommended it and they were spot on. So we're gonna take the elevator down from our hotel here, and the concierge said it's about a 5-minute walk to the beach. So that sounds good, especially after going through a couple of the winding streets. It's very busy with tourists, but can't complain about tourists when you're one. So let's go and check out the ocean, catch our breath, and enjoy some lemon soda. It's been like my favorite beverage while I've been here in Italy.
You are a pill, I swallow it. Take me away to Neverland, where colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memories. Rent a car you can't afford, put on a song that we both know. Let your hair out in the wind, put the pedal to the floor, flame your light, take a smoke. Put your broken rip-off wafers on. Doesn't matter if the sun goes down, we'll still be up, still be up. Don't care about the place we found, we'll still be up, still be up. We're in this together, we both fall down. Doesn't matter if the sun goes up, 'cause we will still be high when the lights out.
Back from our little beach visit, and now we are officially going to dinner. We just came to this one place. It is called Le Gavi. It's a hotel, and then the restaurant is called Le Ramirez.
I always screw this up.
We'll double check. But our driver was just like,
Remese?
Remese?
Put this on the screen. REMMESE restaurant.
We've heard it's amazing. Upstairs, there's also a Michelin star restaurant. And this is the one we got the shuttle from our hotel to this one. And our driver was just like, elevator, down, stairs, elevator, down. So we are going down, 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 down. But look at this view. Good morning, you guys. We are officially at our full day here in Positano, and it may feel like a little bit of whiplash from what I was showing you last night to right now. And that is because I just felt so sick when we got to the restaurant, which was unfortunate. So I didn't get to show you any food photos because we actually ended up just coming straight back to the hotel. But I will say, what an incredible place to have dinner. I'm still glad we got to take the trek over to show you. And then the lights at night, I know my ISO on camera, if you're not a camera nerd like me, ISO is basically something that helps boost the light in the camera. It was at a very, very high number. So I'm sure that footage is quite grainy, but still, I hope you got a sense of the vibes of Positano and Amalfi at night, just seeing the lights all up the cliffside. It was just really, really magical. And the moon glistening off of the water as well. I'm sure it would have made for a beautiful dinner. Their food there looked really good. The prices, mid to high level, definitely a premium price point. I think we were looking at the caprese salad. Yeah, caprese. We were looking at the caprese salad and I think it was like 26 euro or something. So I was just thinking, if I'm feeling this sick, I just don't know how much enjoyment we're going to get out of this dinner. Plus, it's a bit of a twisty, turny ride when you are going to really different spots along the coast. So Scotty was reading this morning that someone had recommended, as we're looking up things to do today in Positano that may not take us out on the water just because I'm feeling a little queasy, that some people were saying even the drive, if you are someone who gets really bad motion sickness, consider bringing something to help you with that, even to get to your hotel. But I have been a bit nauseous and it didn't bother me too much, so I don't want that to freak you out or anything like that. So for today, we are actually going to be going to a different beach. We're going to be doing a little beach walk. Now, going up and down the stairs is quite an adventure. I remember my mom and dad telling me how when they had come here on their vacation a few years ago, my mom was saying, you know, it's a really humbling experience when a much older woman carrying her groceries passes you on the stairs because you don't feel fit enough to pass her because she's just so used to the elevation. So you're definitely going to want to pack sneakers and different things like that. Flat sandals, gladiator sandals would also be great. Just make sure they're secured. I'm really glad I didn't wear my flip-flops yesterday to make our way down to the beach. And past that, we also have dinner at the hotel here, which will be nice and secure feeling for me if I'm not feeling too great. And it's an incredible view. Yesterday, I would have shown you some scenes of Scotty and I being out on the balcony, and you can see the patio right there. So if you're not even staying at this hotel, the food here so far has been amazing. Scotty had room service last night and it was really, really good, he said. So you could even book a reservation at this hotel. It's called Hotel Montemare. I feel like usually we'd be pronouncing it in French and say Montmare, but it's Montemare, which is basically a mountain by the sea, mountain sea. So we're gonna get our bag packed. You wanna make sure you have everything with you because you're definitely not gonna be making your way up and down those stairs to just come and grab something really quick. Head over to that beach, come back, take a little rest, see what we can do, see if maybe we can book into a cooking class, but I don't want to get anyone else sick. So we will see what we see, and I'm excited to take you along with me. Yesterday, my outfit, I didn't mention this, but it was by Karen Millen, and today's outfit is one that I had worn in Tuscany. It's just that sheath dress and no belt at all, just having it nice and flowy. You're definitely from north to south, changing your fashion up just a touch, especially when you're in main cities like Florence and Rome, to be on the outskirts like Tuscany. And then down here in Amalfi. This dress is from Chic, and I will link it down below, as I always do. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's go have a good day in Positano, drink tons of water, and start feeling a little better.
Good to get B-roll of this.
Yeah, just showing the reality. What is, oh, it looks like I'm naked. I have to hold it up farther. What is funny about these steps is you'll be going down nonchalant. You're like, it's fine. People are huffing and puffing on the way up. But then you get to the bottom and your calves start freaking out because you're like activating them the entire time. It's definitely worth it for these views, but if you are coming, just prepare to take little stops along the way. And every time there's a plateau, we were like, okay, let's take a break. This is the main big tourist beach down here. You just come down the stairs and it'll pretty much just lead you to the beach. And then along the way, Scotty had found out that there's a walk to a smaller beach and it's actually rated much higher. So if you're willing to make the extra trek, it's just along the coastline, but it's a little bit higher. So that's what we're gonna go check out now. One of our favorite things to do as well when we're working, or I don't know, yeah, usually we just when we're working, and during the pandemic we did this when we couldn't travel, is we would put on walking tours of our favorite future destinations, and Positano was probably our most streamed tour. So that's gonna be so interesting because I'm almost positive that I remember this walk from watching someone else do it on YouTube. It is such a hack. I will link down below our favorite channel. We just adore watching them. And you put on the nat sound, like the natural sound, and you can hear the markets. It really just uplifts the atmosphere of your workday.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder.
Good morning. Our last morning here in Positano, and it has been So stunning. Last night's dinner was also very beautiful here at the Hotel Montemare, and we went to their restaurant. I think it's called El Capitan. Il Capitano, let me get you the word. This is just in case you also want to look it up, because I imagine that in the summertime when the sun is setting and you're on the balcony there, it was really windy last night, but if you were on the balcony, oh my gosh, so stunning. As soon as the cliffside starts to light up with all of the lights, it is like absolutely breathtaking. But what's even more breathtaking is this morning's sunrise. It is like glowing, because I think there's just a little of leftover cloud cover in the way that the sun just rises over top of the cliffside. And then the sparkling waters, oh my gosh, it is the most beautiful send-off we have had yet this trip, because I feel like we were talking earlier, a lot of places, every time we leave, it ends up raining. But this has been an amazing adventure. Yesterday, the beach club was quite fun. I highly recommend the one that we went to. That will be on the screen as well. It was amazing service, so many options, really fresh food, fast service, which you don't always find on the Amalfi Coast. Usually things are at a little bit more of a slow pace, so expect that. Pack your patience and your vacation mood when you're coming here. And it was just a really beautiful day, a bit more overcast than it is, but you're not looking for the weather report. In terms of coming to Positano, I would say you definitely want to have some form of fitness. Now, I know that does limit it to the amount of people that can come and visit, but it was really tricky seeing some people really struggle. So maybe if you are planning on coming to this trip, you start doing some walks and things like that. And I only say that because I think you'll just enjoy your trip a little bit more. But don't let it stop you as well, because people of all creeds are definitely here and enjoying. You just may have to indulge a bit more in the taxi service, which does take a long time because the streets are so thin. They're one ways. So hilariously, when we would look up the timing that it would take to walk versus drive somewhere, it was often much longer to drive. So that is one thing. And then a second thing, we are leaving Positano and heading over to Roma, the eternal city of Rome. And our hotel there is quite close to the Trevi Fountain, which is exciting. And tomorrow night, we actually have a Colosseum tour, which I will take you on with Live Tours that we booked and paid for. And I heard about that through the podcast Untold Italy, which has been an absolute wealth of knowledge, and I will link them down below as well. For the Amalfi Coast, October is still a great time to come. You don't necessarily need to pack a whole bunch of warm things because it was quite warm here. 24 degrees was kind of the status quo for us here while we were here. We are at the beginning of October, kind of that second week. And yeah, linen shirts, things like that. I think you will be all set and sorted. And then besides that, other things, I ended up purchasing this really beautiful bag. If you miss out on the leather up in Venice or Florence, don't worry, many areas in Italy, you're gonna be able to take advantage of that. And this little bag looks very much like a Fendi peekaboo in this like really beautiful muddy brown. And it cost me about $140 Canadian, which is genuine leather made in Italy. Of course, it's not going to be to the degree of a luxury Fendi, but still pretty good. Way better in the budget point. So I'm going to let you go. We're going to finish packing. I'll end you with some of my favorite B-roll here, and I hope you enjoyed this little snippet. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below about Italy as a whole if you've binged this series, because I think I'm going to do a post-honeymoon Q&A about traveling Italy, specifically on your honeymoon. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!